Oh, Steve, so, well, I'm hearing a lot of negative things about the Marvel's Doomsday film. It's wrapping up filming now, basically. So unless they're going to do a lot of reshoots, which is not uncommon now for films, especially big Hollywood comic book character ones, superhero ones. But there's a lot of talk that it didn't have a finished script. They were working without a finished script. And I'm like, well, they've just finished filming, so they must have written an ending. So I don't know if that was true. But even if everything goes right, I don't think they can actually pull this off. They're spending a lot of money bringing back all the original cast, all these other cast members, all these actors. Supposedly the budget's going to be like twice as much as the other films, because the expectation is it's going to do like Endgame numbers, and I'm not sure it can. Now, supposedly the weakness is bringing back Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, because it's just an attempt at grabbing nostalgia and getting people in who watch the originals. Oh, Robert Downey Jr. is back, but he's playing another character. It's like, I'm not sure that's going to work. And supposedly it's because the absence of the other character. Who was it? He was played by I'm drawing total blanks. This is not good. The black actor who got in trouble for injuring a white woman's finger when she was attacking him. He was defending himself, and he got cancelled. He also made some statements about thinking maybe he was a little bit more important than he was, self-aggrandizing and so forth. But he got kind of cancelled, and they had to abandon that character that was sort of going to be the big bad. And then they sort of were like, well, we sort of need to go back to what we had before. We need to bring back the other characters, the other actors, and this is the way to do it. So they've made Robert Downey Jr. They brought him back, but they've made him the big bad instead of the other character whose name I really wish I could remember. He was in Ant-Man and the Wasp, not Ant-Man and the Wasp, Ant-Man, Quantumania, and he was in Loki, and yes, I've forgotten the character, but you know what I'm talking about. The actor got cancelled, the character disappeared, he was supposed to be the big bad, then they pulled back, and they're now relying on other characters, and I really don't think casting Robert Downey Jr. and bringing him back is going to bring back the audience. I think they built that up very carefully over many, many films. It paid off, and then people sort of dipped out, and there's nothing really bringing them back. They haven't spent the same time and energy building a new storyline that's going to, roll out over multiple films. So just thinking they can throw money at it, I don't think it's going to work. So I think I think Doomsday is going to be the end of superhero movies on the level that they've been. Like, the era's already ended, but they don't realise it. They keep blaming individual things in films on the audience not really being there, and pointing out the couple of exceptions like Deadpool and Wolverine. And what was the other one? Oh, Spider-Man, No Way Home. So we've had a couple of big superhero movies where people came out and went to the cinema. So the audience isn't totally dead, but I think it's kind of checked out, and I'm not sure it's going to come back for Robert Downey Jr. and Doomsday. But apparently it's finished filming, so any rumours that it was a disaster and it was going to keep going, and the talk seemed to be like, oh, they don't have an ending, they're just constantly shooting, and they're just going to reshoot it and reshoot, and it's just a mess. It's harder to push that narrative when they've finished filming. So they obviously had an ending, and they've finished it, unless they do get caught in the eternal reshoot, which is not impossible at this point. But it's just, I don't know. God, the other rumour was, the talk was that somehow when Steve went back in time to be with Peggy, he somehow managed to kill Doctor Doom's family, and that's why Doctor Doom is back, or that he changed history, and that's why Iron Man is now Doctor Doom or something. So there are also these rumours that people are not happy with, because the idea of going back and erasing the end of Endgame and having, now that Steve screwed up and caused problems, and now they have to fix that by changing it and then reversing it, people don't like that either, because that undermines the other film. And then you have a film that doesn't work, that undermines a film that used to work, now doesn't work, because they've undermined it. So we'll see where this goes. I'm not feeling very confident about how these films are going to go. And I mean, they may do well, but the amount of money they've cost, they've got to be bigger than Endgame, and I don't think anything can. Again, I'm going to go.